Offline games. We all need few of those games in our mobile devices just in case the Wi-Fi dies out of nowhere. So for today's video, we are back with episode number 3 of the best new offline games to play in 2022. Let's get into this. Starting off today's list with Remake Pro. This is a new car racing game with surprisingly really decent graphics comparing to the game's size. In this game, players can pick from 3 different racing styles: street racing, drift racing, and drag racing. Overall, Remake Pro is an outstanding racing game that comes with a ton of amazing cars to play with. Next up on the list we have Cozy Islands. This is a new offline build and craft game where your objective is to rebuild the village of your childhood from scratch using only resources from your surroundings. Cozy Islands features quite interesting, colorful and visually impressive graphics, easy to learn mechanics, and overall enjoyable gaming experience for the casual players. Number 18. Project H.A.Z.A.R.D. This is a first-person shooter zombie survival game with outstanding environment design. Players will get the chance to dive into more than 20 unique levels to complete and with 30 different types of zombies to approach. The game really feels like a small AAA title made by an indie passionate team. Next up on the list we have Koi Remake. This is a relaxing exploration and puzzle adventure game that tells a charming story of a little fish called Koi. With this game, your mission is to guide the beautiful, colorful fishes to the flowers they match with, and by doing so you will get closer and closer to uncover the hidden past of the little fish Koi. Moving on, next we have Urban Trial Pocket. This is a new offline game where you ride a bike and perform awesome and risky freestyle stunts. Urban Trial features outstanding maneuvers and tricks to keep the game fresh all the time, decent graphics, full controller support, and of course all of that without the need of internet connection. Number 15. Dadish 3. Dadish is a beautiful pixel art platformer game where you need to solve fun mini puzzles. In the third part of the game, player's mission is to guide and help Dadish rescue his children once again. All in all, Dadish 3 is a fun adventure game that comes with full controller support. Coming up next, we have Chefy Chef. Talking about pixel art games, Chefy Chef is another gorgeous 2D platformer game where you play the role of a chef named Chefy. Your objective is to complete 60 levels in 3 different worlds, where you need to try to collect the necessary ingredients for Chefy's best dish. Overall, this game is for those who are looking for a quick and a fun adventure game, all within the size of 17 megabytes. Coming up next, we have Pako Highway. Get a grasp of the new racing game from the Pako series, where you drive through endless highways as you dodge obstacles and gather boost powers by performing risky traffic stunts. Pako Highway features a catchy cyberpunk theme with quite a variety of tracks to play on. Coming up next, we have Sushi Surf. This is a new endless runner game where you need to perform crazy stunts while surfing in a mission to collect as many points as you possibly can. All in all, Sushi Surf features stunning underwater landscapes, simple one-touch control mechanics, and overall decent graphics. Number 11. Flip Range 2. This is a game with elements of parkour and acrobatics in which you have to perform perfectly to move on to the next level. Flip Range brings an interesting parkour experience with simple and easy to learn mechanics, which makes it quite challenging and fun at the same time. Next up we have Max Traffic. This is a minimalistic traffic simulator game where the player controls the flow of cars by managing the traffic lights. Max Traffic is a casual game but also very challenging at the same time, as it's going to test your reflex to make the right decisions ASAP.
A young boy is chosen to defeat the king of the mountain.
Number 9. Dungeon of Dreadrock. This is an adventure game that includes action, exploration, and fighting, but mainly focuses on solving the puzzles to move from one level to another. The game features 100 handcrafted levels to complete, all within the story to find your lost brother into the depths of Dreadrock Mountain. Number 8. Streets of Rage 4. This is a retro beat-em-up game from the 19th Streets of Rage series, and this one comes with modern top-notch graphics. This game takes a place where a no crime syndicate seems to have taken control of the streets and corrupted the police, and your mission is to bring order back using only your fists. Moving forward, we have Banana Kong 2. This is a new endless runner game with very catchy visuals and pretty entertaining gameplay. In this game, you will need to run, jump, bounce, and dash through obstacles and objects to avoid being caught by the banana tornado, while at the same time enjoying all the different landscapes and the beautiful locations the game has to offer. Next up we have Open World Racing. This is a new highly realistic car racing simulator game that brings car physics and drifting mechanics to a whole new level. Players have the full freedom to do whatever feels right to them. You can either explore a massive open world or participate in races against challenging AI bots in different unique tracks. Moving on, next we have Warm Jazz. Warm Jazz is an award-winning puzzle game where you take control of Mr. Mark, an earthworm, and your mission is to guide and help Mr. Mark find a way out on each level. All in all, this is a fun mini puzzle game inspired by the classic Snake game. Number 4. Monoposto. This is both offline and online real-time PvP new realistic formula racing game in a size of only 262 megabytes. Monoposto features 22 different racing tracks to play on, 5 different camera views that will take your gaming experience to the next level, ton of customization options when it comes to cars, drivers, and so on.
I wake up in a daze. How long have I been lying here?
Number 3. Chronology. Time Changes. Chronology is a puzzle platformer adventure game that talks about time travel. In this game, players will immerse themselves where they can manipulate objects and solve puzzles using the time traveling watch, all in hopes to uncover the mysterious hidden story of what made the world look so dead.
Hello? Where are you?
Coming up next, we have Horror Tale 1. This is an all-new multi-part story-driven horror adventure game. In the first episode of the game, you will meet your friend Harry, who has came up with a plan to save you from the kidnapper. Players will immerse themselves into a very mysterious story, interesting puzzles and riddles to solve. Overall, this is quite a fascinating game to play with really decent graphics. The number 1 spot for today's list goes to Poppy Playtime Chapter 2. The second part of the famous horror puzzle adventure game is finally out, and quite frankly, this chapter has brought more scary jump scares and better quality puzzles and riddles to solve in hopes to escape the factory safely. This game really doesn't need that much of an introduction, as most gamers like you and me have already heard of it. Well, there you have it, gamers. Be sure to check out the previous 2 episodes for more offline games to play, and while you're there, drop a like on this video if you wanna see more content just like this one. This was your Papa Playzone, and I'm signing out.
It's hard, I've been scarred from now fighting. Wake Waking up, stomach is starved, I keep grinding. 6 a.m, life isn't hard, I keep reciting. It feels like I might fall apart, I keep trying. Sun's coming up and the glare is so blinding. I'm sick of hearing and seeing all of the people whining. You want something good, then you better go put the time in.